is Sonora, and I am the creator of politicalpropaganda.org. The single most popular way that candidates convey their message to voters is through direct voter contact, through mailers, walk pieces, and phone calls. However, there is very little transparency in these communications. Through microtargeting, candidates design a specific message for a very specific audience and evade the public scrutiny by a larger audience. This system also gives preference to candidates that have the greatest financial resources, who can pay to distribute their message to as many voters as possible. We have created politicalpropaganda.org to blow up this system of targeted mail, to make all messaging from all candidates equally available for public scrutiny from journalists, election watchdogs, and voters. It's an online repository of all election material from all candidates in all contests in an election cycle. This is the home screen of politicalpropaganda.org. You can see the latest mail pieces and click on a mail piece to get a more in-depth picture of the piece. So you can look at this mail piece, see it in detail, see both sides, and you can see more information about who sent it and why. So in this case, for this mail piece was sent by a committee in favor of a candidate in an election. You can click on any of these three details to learn more about the piece. In this case, we're going to click on the committee that sent the mail piece. The site will then show all the mail pieces sent in this election cycle by this committee. You can browse the different pieces that the committee has sent, and you can also see what candidates the committee was working in favor of. If you click on a candidate like we just did, you can then browse down, see a little information about the candidate, and see all the mail pieces related to that candidate. There's a check mark or a X, depending on whether the mail piece was for or against the candidate. We can also learn more about the election. So if you click on the election, you can see the particular race in the election. You can see all the mail pieces associated with this race in the election. So you can look at the different components and see the mail pieces associated with them. This website was very successful in the 2014 special election in San Diego City, as well as the 2014 primary. It had a lot of hits, a lot of people wanted to see what was going on, and a lot of people referenced the material on the site. The problem we ran into was one of resources. While each mail piece wasn't hard to upload and to enter into the system, it did take a few minutes to scan it, and it took a few minutes to enter the metadata. When you combine this with the hundreds of mail pieces we were receiving, we just weren't able to keep up with the volume in the 2014 general election. We'd like to make this site an active resource again, but in order to do that, we're going to need further resources. So we are soliciting resources so that we can scan in all the mail pieces that we receive and keep up with the 2016 primary and the 2016 general election races. We would also like to enhance our website to bring it up to 2016 technology, to do some bug fixes, and to make it a mobile responsive site. We hope you support us. Thank you for your consideration.